Have you ever dreamed of being royalty? Not just any royalty, but a queen in one of the most magnificent civilizations in history, ancient Egypt. Forget what you think you know from movies. The reality of being a great royal wife was far more complex, powerful, and fascinating. So, let us peel back the layers of time and imagine what your life would truly be like as an Egyptian queen. First things first, your day doesn't start with an alarm clock, but with the gentle light of the sun god, Ra, filtering into your lavish chambers. You'd be surrounded by luxury, walls painted with vibrant scenes of nature and gods, furniture inlaid with ivory and gold, and chests filled with the finest linens. Your morning ritual is an elaborate affair. Servants would attend to your every need, helping you bathe in water scented with flowers and oils. Forget a quick shower. This is a sacred ritual of purification. Next up is the wardrobe. Being a queen means you are a fashion icon. Your attire is crafted from the finest, almost transparent white linen. You'd wear an intricate, pleated dress, perhaps held up by delicate straps. But the real statement pieces are the jewels. Heavy, ornate collars made of gold, lapis lazuli, and carnelian would rest on your shoulders. Bracelets would adorn your arms, and your fingers would sparkle with rings. And, of course, the wig. Your hair would be styled into an elaborate, braided wig, often decorated with golden ornaments and topped with a magnificent crown, perhaps one depicting a vulture, the symbol of the goddess Nekhbit, a protector of royalty. And let's talk about makeup. It wasn't just for beauty, it was for protection and power. Your servants would carefully apply kohl around your eyes, creating that iconic, dramatic almond shape. This wasn't just to look good. It was believed to ward off eye infections and the evil eye. Green malachite powder would be brushed onto your eyelids, a symbol of life and rebirth. Your look is now complete. You are not just a woman. You are a living embodiment of divine power. But your life isn't all about pampering and dressing up. You are a figure of immense political and religious importance. As the great royal wife, you are the female counterpart to the pharaoh. You aren't just his wife, you're his partner in ruling the two lands of Upper and Lower Egypt. Your morning might be spent in council meetings, advising the pharaoh on matters of state, from military campaigns to the construction of vast temples. Your opinion matters. Scribes would record your decrees, and officials would seek your favor. You might manage your own vast estates, controlling resources and wealth that rivaled those of powerful nobles. Queens like Hatshepsut even took the ultimate step, ruling as pharaohs in their own right, proving that a woman's power could be absolute. Your religious duties are just as critical. The Egyptians believed that the stability of the entire cosmos, a concept they called Mat, depended on the proper rituals being performed, and you are at the center of it all. You would participate in temple ceremonies, making offerings to gods and goddesses alongside the pharaoh. You are seen as a living link to the divine feminine, often associated with powerful goddesses like Hathor, the goddess of love and joy, or Isis, the mother of all pharaohs. Your presence at these rituals is essential to ensure the fertility of the land, the flooding of the Nile, and the prosperity of the entire kingdom. The people don't just respect you, they revere you as a sacred figure. What about your personal life? As queen, you would be the mother of the next heir to the throne. The continuation of the royal bloodline is your primary duty. Your children would be raised in the royal nursery, educated by the best tutors in the land, preparing them for their future roles. While your marriage to the pharaoh might have been a political alliance, genuine affection and partnership were not uncommon. We see beautiful depictions of royal couples like Akhenaten and Nefertiti showing a loving, intimate family life, which was a revolutionary portrayal for the time. Your afternoons might be spent overseeing the royal household, a massive operation with hundreds of servants, artisans, and officials. Or perhaps you'd enjoy some leisure. You might take a stroll through your lush palace gardens, filled with pools of lotus flowers and shady sycamore trees. You could host grand banquets where guests would be entertained by musicians playing harps, lutes, and flutes while dancers performed gracefully. The menu would be fit for a queen: roasted duck, beef, a variety of breads and cakes sweetened with honey and dates, and of course, plenty of wine and beer. These feasts were not just parties, they were displays of wealth and power, reinforcing your status at the top of society. But life as a queen wasn't without its dangers. Palace intrigue was a constant threat. Ambitious rivals, jealous family members, and foreign envoys with hidden agendas were everywhere. You'd need to be intelligent, shrewd, and always aware of the shifting political currents. History tells us of conspiracies and plots within the royal court, so you would need a network of loyal allies to protect your position and your family. Your every move would be watched, your every word analyzed, and finally, your legacy. As an Egyptian queen, your thoughts would always be on eternity. You would spend years preparing for the afterlife, commissioning a magnificent tomb in the Valley of the Queens. This wasn't a morbid preoccupation. It was a fundamental part of your beliefs. Your tomb would be your eternal palace, decorated with magical spells from the Book of the Dead to guide you through the perilous journey. In the underworld, it would be filled with everything you'd need for eternity: furniture, food, clothing, jewelry, and even small statues of servants, called shabtas, to work for you in the afterlife. Your ultimate goal was to successfully pass the judgment of the gods, have your heart weighed against the feather of truth, and be granted eternal life among the gods. Your name would be carved in stone, your story told for millennia. Queens like Nefertiti, whose tomb is one of the most beautiful ever discovered, or the legendary Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt, achieved this immortality. Their influence echoes through history, even today. So, being a queen in ancient Egypt was a life of incredible privilege and crushing responsibility. It was a blend of divine status and political cunning, of opulent luxury and sacred duty. You were a goddess on earth, a partner in power, a mother to a dynasty, and an architect of your own eternity. It was a role that demanded strength, intelligence, and grace. A life far more extraordinary than any fairy tale. Thanks so much for journeying back in time with me today. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the life of an Egyptian queen, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into history. See you next time.